Hello again. Excuse me. This is a quick video about Friday's trade. It's Saturday morning now, the 17th of December, and excuse me. As I mentioned before in a previous video, I'm not making videos of every trade now because they are so repetitive. Like I've said, if you try to a plan like I do, a strict set of instructions, a strict set of occurrences on the charts, then trading should be pretty boring. And today has to be one of the most boring trades ever. Not easy, but boring. You can see from the daily range on Friday that it was nothing like the average over the last 10 days of 150. It was less than, or just above half rather. Um, the other sort of curveball in today was that I missed the 6 o'clock alarm call because I had a late night party, Christmas and stuff like that. So um, didn't get the early trade of the day. And if I'd been around at that time of day, then we can clearly see we've got a lovely uptrend in place. The alerts happened at 6 on the dot on the 30 minute. So it was a question of waiting for a 5 minute pullback. I haven't actually looked to see precisely whether we did get the correct set of circumstances. Well, the alert would have been here. I would have wanted to see a pullback. This was the pullback. This was the continuation alert. So the trade would have netted us a clear, excuse me, 41 to 62. So there's a clear 20 pip gap there. So easily 15 pips net of spread available there, I should have imagined, without a doubt, in fact. But as it was, excuse me, I've had a rotten cold and it's still hanging about. When we were here, what I tend to do is just draw my levels on the charts, and the plan would be if we broke out through this H1 level here, the high there, clearly closed through it, then I would look to continue long to yesterday's high, or expect it to hit that. And if we broke out through this clear area of support here, it's hit it, it's hit it, it's hit it, it's hit it, easier to see on the lower time frames, then I would be wanting to consider going short, and that's precisely what I did. I don't sit and watch the charts all day long. When you do this, this is the plan, then you can clearly see all you've really got to do is come back every hour. So you've got 55 or 60, 59 minutes if you want to be precise, where you can be doing whatever you want. And that's the beauty of a plan. So that's something I've never mentioned in the previous videos, or at least I don't mention it enough. You can have a very relaxed way to trade this. You could either put the alert on sound alert and wait even longer, but as you can see, what happened here, and this is the importance of this video again, is that I wouldn't consider taking that alert, i.e. waiting for the alert to happen, waiting for the 5 minute pullback, and then considering entering, because I still want to see this this hard level of support broken. And it clearly did break it, then pulled back and continued down for what my mouse just froze then. So let's go drill down properly into the trade. So effectively what I was waiting for was this candle to close here, and then I could drill down and take my trade using the 5 minute and even the 1 minute in this instance. So let's drag that trade onto the chart there, and and then drop down, and you can see exactly when I took my trade. There was a good 24 pips in that trade, which I was pleased about. The reason I wasn't too worried about the 25 level there that I normally, as you know, draw short of, the 12300, is that because it had been accumulating these sell orders, in my opinion, once the breakout, well, clearly as a result of them deciding to take the trade down, i.e., when I say them, I mean the big institutions. It really is only those guys battling moving these charts. It's nothing to do with retail traders, hedge funds, even um, uh, or uh, or small trading funds, prop companies. It is the big institutions that dictate where this price is going. And if you believe that, which is what I do wholeheartedly, then I am. It gives me the confidence just to take the trade. And they're not going to gather all this, in my opinion, gather all these sell orders at a discount. In other words, they drive the price up, load up with orders at a discounted price, knowing that they're going to drive the price down with their own money. Then it's not going to go down just 5 or 6 pips. They've been building this move for hours and hours and hours. So it was just a waiting game today. Normally I would have been preferred to have been out of my trade at this point and having the rest of the day off. Instead, I wanted to get the trade in. I wanted to get a quality move, and if you want it enough, then you just have to wait, and that's precisely what I did. And the trade was entered using, in this instance, the 1 minute. Watched the breakout happen, was watching this pullback happen, didn't want to miss the boat with it waiting for a 5 minute reversal as happened here, and then a 5 minute to the short side. Although having said that, yeah, it would have got me in a bit late. I would have taken this, in this instance, this was the one that crossed the yellow moving average, if you like, the 10 moving average with the 3 moving average. The alert was a bit late here, so we would have got in. I would have got in based on this candle here, which is exactly the same level that I in fact got in early using the 1 minute. If I show you the 1 minute, you can see the alert happened and I was in on the next candle, and a little bit of drawdown and a little bit of into profit, then a little bit more drawdown, and then finally, and as you can see, it's just tests of these support and resistance levels here. It's actually come back to test this sort of support here time and time again. If we put a level on there, in fact it's that 1, 2, 3, 25, it's the 25 level they're testing. But you can see they pushed and pushed, couldn't get through, pushed and pushed, couldn't get through, finally did get through and close. That's what I mean by didn't get through, but it's still smacking on that 25 level. It's just fantastic how these levels affect the price. And again here, look at that, pushed through, couldn't break this, it's the 23 level here, but that's probably something to do with the bid and offer price on this particular pair. And then it's hit target and clearly broken through it quite substantially. So another nice trade, be it a frustrating one because it was such a rubbish day in terms of volatility. There's my stop up there, and that was my take profit leveled, that blue marker there. So another trade, another day, but this was videoed, as it were, because it was an unusual time of day for me to trade, and it just shows you the importance of patience and discipline in order to not get in the wrong direction, which is what could easily have happened here in the good old days. Just jumped in expecting this to move up and it didn't. But if you put your protective levels on there, that's probably just an H4 high and low actually. Where are we? Yeah, I mean that's your H4 candle. Let's just move that level down to the high and low of that red candle. I'll keep them highlighted so we can go back and look. And yeah, there they are, the high and low of an H4 candle, and that's the internal. So excuse me. So that's how the fractals work on the inner candles of the higher candles, as it were. So you could have just made life easy and said, oh, when we get a breakout of the high of the H4 candle or the breakout of the low of the H4 candle, that's when I'm going to consider taking my system trade, as it were. Okay, I hope that's helped a little. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching.